Hi, welcome back to Alicia K Lifestyle. My name is Alicia and I'm glad you're here. Let's make something pretty. Welcome all of my fantastic creatives. Welcome back. I'm glad to be back. Yeah. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Alicia, where have you been? Where have you been? Don't do me like that. I told you I was coming back, and I am. But a couple months ago, I posted an update video with what I've been doing. You guys, I work for myself full-time now. I left my job and now I am crocheting with my business, Creative Crochet, full-time. I am doing alterations full-time. I'm doing bespoke pieces full-time with Handmade by Alicia and Altered by Alicia. Your girl is working, okay? I'm teaching crochet classes. I am busy, you guys. I'm actually very busy. I don't want to get into it because there is a whole video about it. It's the previous video. I believe it says update, with me in a black dress with some crochet in white all over it, okay? Go check out what I've been doing and what I've been up to. If you're like, where have you been? That's where I've been. Go check out that video. That's where I've been. But hey. Hey. I know why you're here. You know why I'm here. We're getting back into discussing the monthly sewing projects for 2024. But before we get into the month of July, let me tell you what I have on today. So I have on this really cute wrap top. It's from Amazon, The Drop. A few years ago, they would collaborate with different influencers and they would create a line of clothing. And this top is from the Tennille Life. It's really cute. Just a little wrap top, and I have it tied in a bow in the back. And the skirt I have on is a gray, it's like a deep olive green, but also can look kind of gray, pleated skirt. I'll post a picture here somewhere. I wear it all the time. My mother got it from the Goodwill one day, and it's my most worn vintage skirt. Like, it's amazing. This is one of my favorite skirts that I have in my entire wardrobe. Now let's get into the July monthly sewing project from 2024. July is a two-piece set that features a bright floral crochet top, super colorful, and a skirt in hot pink that is high-waisted and has 3 tiers. For the month of July, I wanted to incorporate yarn, and for me that means crocheting, because I crochet. I don't knit, I crochet. And so for my business, Creative Crochet, if you don't know, I have a shop on Etsy. Lots of cute things on there. It's somewhere in the description. Give it a tap. Visit my shop on Etsy. Hey. Anyway, for my business, I usually use a medium weight yarn for 2 reasons. One is for the structure. I do a lot of whimsical things, so when I need it to actually sit up in one place and not sort of fall, that's what I like it for, medium weight. It holds the structure very well. And the number 2 reason is because of the warmth. Creative Crochet was birthed out of me being cold, and so I make fabulous and functional accessories and apparel for the cold weather girl, okay? But for this project, the goal was not to be warm. The goal was to just have some type of crochet element. So I needed lightweight yarn. So that's what I used. I used green, yellow, purple, blue, and red. I think those are the colors. Karen soft yarn for this particular project. And it was a breeze to work with. It's soft, it's lightweight. It was amazing. Oh, and I used black for the base of the top as well. Now, making the base for this top was quite interesting because I did not use a pattern. I rarely use a pattern, but I really didn't use a pattern this time. And thankfully I've been crocheting for 13 years, so drafting some kind of crochet top one shouldered, it was not hard, but it was definitely interesting. You'll see in the video somewhere around here. I knew I didn't want a pullover top because I'm always doing something funky with my hair, and I don't want my clothes to interfere with my hairstyle. So I knew I didn't want it to have to pull it over my head. So I decided to do a side seam on the left, and I made a tie. So I just tie it on the left, make sure it's really tight, and it stays. To make the crochet flowers, I did follow a tutorial here on YouTube by a creator named Brunaticality, and I hope I am saying her name correctly. But yes, I followed her tutorial, and I believe the name of it is Large Crochet Flowers Tutorial. But yes, I followed hers. It was very easy for me. 13 years in the game now crocheting, but for me it was very easy to follow. And to make it more of my own, to go with the vision that I had, I outlined all 5 flowers in black. Then I attached them to the top, and thus the top was born. It's cute, right y'all? It's so cute. So now for the skirt. You guys, I'm going to be very honest. I bought this fabric in 2022. I don't remember how much fabric I purchased. I remember I got it from Move Fabrics because I have the same fabric in like a beige and brown, polka dot brown fabric, and I also have it in a green fabric. So I know I got it from Mood, but I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 yards, I don't know, but it's hot pink and I got it from Move Fabrics. As far as the construction of the skirt, it was completely self-drafted, and I made the pattern years ago, like maybe 2018. I have made this twice in a dress slash skirt version. The only difference with this one is that this skirt was a drop waist, and that was because I did not want to use an elastic waistband. I always use an elastic waistband. Well, most of the time I use an elastic waistband for my skirts and my dresses because I like to wear my skirts as dresses, and I like to wear my dresses as skirts. You just pull it down or pull it up or something like that. I enjoy versatility in my clothing that way. But for this, I knew I wasn't going to wear it as a dress, so I really wanted it to be fitted to my body from my waist around my hips and down, you know, to the flounces. So for that, I needed a zipper, and that's what I was planning on doing. But when I actually started constructing the skirt, the zipper would have had to stop before the first flounce, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted a longer zipper, but I didn't think about it beforehand. I didn't plan beforehand, and I did not want my zipper to interfere with the first flounce at all. Like, I like my flounces to look and feel a certain way, and so I did not want the zipper to touch the first flounce at all. So it was very frustrating, and I was very disappointed, but I had to use an elastic waistband. I was kind of in a time crunch because it was 3 days before the last day in July, so it wasn't like I had a lot of time to think of another method to be able to use for the waistband. I'm sure there are many other options, but for what I had on hand, I have a bunch of elastic, so I had to end up making it an elastic waistband skirt. It was not my dream. It was not what I pictured. It was not what I sketched, you guys. As I said, I've made several versions of this flounce dress skirt before, and they're all elastic waistband. I wanted this one to be a zipper, but maybe I can try again. You know, we can always try again, but hey. On the bright side, this is my first time using horsehair braid. I don't know why in my mind I made it more difficult than it actually was, but guys, it was a breeze. I enjoyed it. I watched the tutorial and I said, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I also got my horsehair braid. I think it's in clear from Mood as well. Y'all, I'm always on Mood. I'm always on move, but it was great. I think I had 3 or 4 yards. I don't know. It was last year. I don't know. And I like that it added a little extra structure to the bottom of the flounces. So when I walk and I sway my hips, it kind of moves with me instead of, you know, my other flounce style garments, you know, they sway with me, but not like when it has horsehair braid on the hem. It kind of rocks a little bit, you know? And I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to use it again. I believe it was 1 inch horsehair braid. So I'm definitely doing that again. I might even go to some of my old garments and add the horsehair braid so it can move with me. So it can move with me. Move with me. Move with me. Move with me. So it can move with me. Move with me. Anyway, those are all the details of the construction. We've gone through the fabric, the specifics of the top, the bottom, everything. So if you have any other questions about the specifics of the garments, let me know in the comments and I will try my best to answer your questions. But now, without further ado, I present to you the July monthly sewing project, Summer Bloom. am super happy with how this project turned out. It is very similar to the sketch. I enjoy these pieces when I wear them out. Now, I've worn the skirt several times. It is one of my favorite garments. Elastic waistband and all. I still like to wear it. I wear my stuff. However, the top is so precious to me, you guys. I don't want to snag it. I almost snagged it terribly when I was making it, and I had to file down my nails. It's my top. It's my crochet floral top. So I've only worn it maybe once, and I think that was just for a couple of hours for some kind of day event, and then I came back home and I took it off and put it right back up high in the closet, so that it's not touched by anything else. That top sits in like a half dust bag. So like whatever the dimensions are of a shirt dust bag, like, or garment bag, think of half of that measurement. That is what it sits in, on one of those precious hangers, one of the satin hangers, okay? Because we're not making that again. Speaking of making it again, if I had to do this project all over again, would I? If I had to make this again, would I? Yeah, I would. And I would try to figure out a way to get that zipper. Maybe set the flounce a little bit lower. Maybe make it like a super drop waist. I don't know, but I'm gonna be thinking about that. If you have suggestions in the comments of how to make this skirt but without the elastic waistband, let me know. Let me know. I'm willing to try everything. I have nothing but time. That's not true, but I will make time because I really like, as you can tell, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I like flounces and really feminine stuff and ruffles and pleats. I have on a super dramatic pleated skirt now. Like, this is just who I am. So I'm willing to give it several tries. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I appreciate it. I would consider this project somewhere in between a beginner and an intermediate, because all you need is patience and a good crochet hook. The skirt, in my opinion, is very beginner. The top, intermediate to expert for crocheting. But if you just want to give something a try, all you need is patience. That's all you need. It's just a little bit of patience. That's it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for spending a little bit of time with me. I hope you enjoyed Summer Bloom, the July monthly sewing project from 2024. And I will see you in the next video. Have a fabulous day, honey. Mwah.